Hello again, tankers, pilots, soldiers, and whatever the hell you are. It's time for another review, and this time we're looking at the Typhoon II. The Typhoon II I think it's from Switzerland or something. Yeah, it's probably from Switzerland. Is the only, currently, as of this day, the only non-turreted tank destroyer in the game. It provides some interesting game styles compared to the rest of the vehicles. Let's have a breakdown at the stats. The Typhoon comes with a 120mm L44 smoothbore gun, giving it 465 damage and 326 penetration. 8.75 rounds per minute gives you a reload time of 6.68 seconds, which is absolutely deadly. Actually, that's for the stock gun. With everything I've got, it's 5.28. This thing's absolutely deadly. It's basically the Centauro 120 of its tier, even though it doesn't have a turret. But it's absolutely great. It has a very low profile. It's not particularly well angled, only 50mm of armor on the hull. Not going to save it from any shells, although it does sometimes. You get some very weird bounces on those things. But its gun depression of minus 12 degrees allows it to literally hold down everywhere. It comes with two universal slots and a firepower slot, as well as some smoke grenades, because, you know. I actually want to have a look at that armor. Yeah, 50mm, 35, 35 and 25. I would always recommend a good healthy dose of AP rounds. Some high explosive rounds, well, some 6. While they won't do full damage, sometimes it's always nice to track someone. And those heat rounds for when there's that very annoying AFE. Full crew coming up, so as always I would recommend the intercom systems and energy drinks to give you a 12.5 boost to them, and augmented brick lights to get that accuracy down, as well as the internal hull retrofit. At the moment it's kind of a debate between Freya and Sabrina. Sabrina gives you vision range in camo, and of course penalty to camo factor from firing a weapon is reduced by 30%. But Freya gives you aim speed, ammo swap speed, rate of fire, damage to enemy crew. So, you know, it's kind of a toss-up between. Freya is kind of the more aggressive one, while Sabrina is more of a laid-back one. I think that's probably the shortest ever knock-up I've done for a tank ever, because there isn't really that much to say apart from the fact it is a super sneaky and absolutely terrifying tank destroyer. So, let's head up straight for a replay. The Typhoon II was actually in a package. I don't think it was a Lord of War package, I think it was the package afterwards. I don't think it's available to buy right now, don't quote me on that one, but hopefully it will be induced in a promotional material. It is still a very good tank. Cold Strike, I was here with my girlfriend, Fiona the Tank Girl. And at this point I was like, oh my god, where do I go? Because to be honest, I didn't actually know where the hell I was going. But initially I set up going on front. This thing has a relatively alright view range, so I was like, this position where I go here, I was fully confident that just about anything coming down the other end of the map I could shoot at. A fox comes up, I donk the shot and miss. But thanks to this vehicle's reload time, by the time I come back here, already ready to reload, ready to fire. This thing is a DPM king, although its penetration does let it down sometimes, as such when I bounce on that WZ. Unfortunately, that fox down there has put himself into a very good position. In this kind of situation, he's spotting everybody. This Centurion, unfortunately, didn't get the bad news. 506 damage, that's kind of an average roll. Very, very, very deadly, this thing. I'll try and see if I can shoot that Centauro again. But for the most part, there isn't that much to shoot at. This kind of the game there is kind of badly. Fiora wasn't particularly happy because she was in her BMP3, she was getting crossfire from the city, and to be honest, in a pure fight matchup we've lost this side, but in a DPM matchup this thing can provide absolute hell for whatever's coming at it. So I'll shoot that WZ, bounce him again, and miss. However, there's that BMP2 over there, and I'm like, hey, I want to shoot this guy. 451 damage, that's actually kind of a low roll. Another BMD2 comes up here, and this thing, you see that fire rate? He's going to die very, very, very quickly. Bang, get him again. Bagel Panzer comes up, And at this point, I'm just waiting for him. It's like, bam, 448 damage. Pretty much an average roll there. And by that point, even if anybody else hadn't got him, I would have gone straight for him. And there's this WZ that comes up. At this moment, I was thinking about going to the right and trying to get some shots on him, but I figured to myself, hang on. All the enemies, you see that Centauro, BMP2 and ERC at the bottom of the map. I was like, I'm going to get some, they're going to completely crossfire me. But then I realised, hang on, this WZ's not that much help, is he? Hey, have a 120 in the face, bitch. So that happens. The Fox, of course, starts running. This tank has completely stopped the enemy attack thanks to its good alpha damage and good reload time. You should not leave one of these things unsupervised, because they wreck stuff. Although, unfortunately, like I said, that penetration does let it down quite a bit. So at this point in time, I was like, ooh, I'm getting bored now. You can see me using that gun depression there. It's absolutely insane. Look at it. Oh, it's not so much anymore. I was like, how I want to shoot this fox. Renner absolutely eats the fox alive. Sorry, Fury eats the fox alive. And either she or that BMT2 over there is going to kill it. Yeah, the BMT2 kill it. So I was like, oh, I'm just sitting there now. I was kind of bored. I thought I'd have my excitement of the match, but it's about to begin even more. That ERC going over there is about to get a really good hammering. He just got a good hammering. And now that Centauro over there. I was like, hang on, there's a Typhon. Bang! 453 damage. And of course he starts moving. And this is, do you remember what I was talking about, that this thing's armor and how it can only bounce, and how it only bounces really stupid shots. Well, you're about to see what happens. I was like, oh, easy kill, right? Easy kill. So he's coming down here, and I bounce. Right on the top of the turret. Well, not the turret, the superstructure. But by then I realised, hang on, I'm getting killed that BMBT2. I need to kill him. And I'm actually just moving around right now. And watch this. This thing is hilarious. Fire on the move, right there. Unfortunately, I get missiled. But right now, to be honest, I've done my job. I left this game with about, I think it was about 4,000 damage. Don't know. Maybe, probably about 4,000 damage, but it was a very good game. I do a slide at the end. So, what's my verdict? My verdict, of course, being that this is basically your opinion, and you know, I can't do anything. All I can tell you is my opinion. So my opinion, hopefully, doesn't influence your opinion. But this is, if this thing comes on sale, you should definitely grab it. It's one of the more unique vehicles in the game to play. It has its own role. It's very niche. It's very unique. I may have said that already. And it's very powerful if you know how to use it. If you can use this thing's DPM, and its small size, and its gun depression, then there's practically no stopping you, unless you get into a match with turrets and you're practically fucked, but who isn't? Right, that is it. As a very quick review for the Typhon. Like I said, take care on the back.